Have you ever wondered, what will happen when the sun dies? The same star that gives us light, warmth, and life will one day turn against us. It will expand, consume everything in its path, and leave behind only a cold, lifeless remnant. But when will this happen? And what will become of Earth and humanity? Stay with me until the end, because the final stage of the sun's death holds a secret that might surprise you. Let's start with the basics. Our sun is about 4.6 billion years old, a middle-aged star comfortably settled in its main sequence phase. Right now, it's burning hydrogen in its core, converting it into helium through nuclear fusion. But nothing lasts forever. In roughly 5 billion years, the hydrogen will run out. What happens next? As the hydrogen depletes, the sun will begin to collapse under its own gravity. But this collapse will trigger a dramatic reaction. The core will heat up, igniting helium fusion. In response, the sun's outer layers will expand and expand until it becomes a red giant, swallowing Mercury, Venus, and possibly even Earth. If Earth isn't directly consumed, it will be scorched beyond recognition. The oceans will boil away, the atmosphere will be stripped, and the planet will become a barren rock. But the sun's transformation doesn't end there. After burning helium for a few million years, a blink of an eye in cosmic terms, the sun will shed its outer layers, creating a breathtaking planetary nebula. What remains at the center is the sun's core, a white dwarf. This dense, hot object, about the size of Earth, will glow with residual heat for billions of years before slowly fading into a cold, dark black dwarf. A fate so distant in the future that the universe itself may look unrecognizable by then. But what about us? If humanity is still around by the time the sun begins to die, we would have no choice but to become a spacefaring civilization. Colonizing Mars might be a short-term solution, but ultimately we'd need to venture to other star systems, seeking refuge on distant exoplanets. Our survival would depend on how far and how fast we could expand beyond the boundaries of our solar system. And here's the twist. Long before the sun becomes a red giant, its gradual brightening will already begin to affect Earth. Scientists estimate that in 1 to 2 billion years, the sun's increasing luminosity will make our planet so hot that the oceans will evaporate, turning Earth into a second Venus. So the real question isn't, what will happen when the sun dies? But rather, will we survive long enough to see it? The sun's death may be billions of years away, but the countdown for Earth has already begun.